I took a poll. I'm thinking of changing the barter group into a barter new beading group. I haven't gone to the group yet, been kind of busy, to see what the yes or no is on that. It's up to the group. If people say no, they just want to leave it a barter group, then I can start another group. But they were along the same lines, so why not just have one group? So, okay, like example, cosmetic bags. If you're not like me and carry 20 different bags, and you save your cute little chocolate boxes that you got for 20 of them for Christmas, and you happen to have an extra cosmetic bag and little tin cans and little pill boxes. Yeah, save all them, because this has probably 10 projects in it. Yeah, I only carry this because it's winter time. I have scarves and hats and coats and stuff to carry now. Apologize for mailing out my stuff late, guys. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna add Newbies to jewelry. That's a cute name, huh? Thank you. Newbies to jewelry. And don't get twisted now. Some of y'all think I just started, last year. I didn't start last year. Not yesterday, but the year before. I started professionally. Well, they say professionally is whenever you get your a professional is if you get paid for something, that makes you a professional. So I want to, sorry, I'm umming a lot, huh? Thinking about too many things. Let me stop. So I probably won't be making a lot of videos showing you stuff because my camera is not that good, but I will be sending you other people's videos that have a lot better camera than mine. Because this one girl, oh gosh. Yeah, anyway, there's a lot of good teachers out there, okay? And there's lots of little things that you think of that I don't think of that I hope you share, in the comments and whatnot. Email me something. Because, hey, if you do something different, do I have a picture of it? I want to know. And if I do something to help you, you should let me know. Dang it, I don't have a picture of it. Like Gene, he taught me not to use crimp. A crimp is a little thing that's going to hold this wire, and then when you bend it, you put it there to hold the wire together, right? It looks ugly. And then you have to cover up the crimp with something pretty. So instead of doing that, he showed me a bead tip. Sideways, it looks like this, okay? And then there's a loop here for you to put your O-ring through, your jump ring through. And there's a loop here for you to put your jump ring through. So when it closes, it looks like a bead. Okay? There's a hole down here, okay, because it's shaped like a V, right? There's a hole here in the middle for you to put your string through. So you put the string through, okay, it is no, because some people still don't. Do they? Some people still don't use a crimp when you use a bead tube. I bought jewelry that they used a bead tip, but no crimp somehow. Anyway, I don't remember that. Anyway, so that's what Gene, big boy G1. I just like saying your name like that. Anyway, so he taught me to use bead tips, and I'm so glad he did. And then it pissed me off because once again you got to pay attention to sizing. I bought the wrong size bead tips. I mean, the bead tip was just this big, and I'm used to this big, okay? There's a difference. And so I'm like, this isn't even gonna fit. It does fit, but I don't like using tiny stuff. Where is it? Here it is. And the first key I would tell anyone interested in beading is to get one of these. This measures the outside, this measures the inside in millimeters, okay? In millimeters. Because when I first got started, I had no clue what a millimeter was. No, I didn't. I mean, I knew it existed, but I didn't know. And now I can look at a bead and say, oh yeah, that's 5 millimeters. Okay, that's 8 millimeters. That's 12 millimeters. That's, 31 millimeters, 2 inches approximately. Am I right? 1.5 is 31 millimeters, sorry. But that's why you have this. And I keep it on my person at all times, just in case I get a ride to the bead store. And I'd be like, yep, is that, okay, So, hey, there you have it. So yeah, that's one very important first tool to have. See, now, when I was starting, I would have liked for someone to tell me, Tasha, get this first. Get this first. First. Not beads, not string, wire, cord, whatever. Get this first. And thank you, Chris, for giving me this. Yeah, he has a little tiny baby one that like expands somehow. Anyway, this is just heaven, I'm telling you. Yeah, so this is another thing that, in safekeeping, because you see I got a lot of crap in there. In safekeeping, and I put it against something that won't break, because it's only plastic, and they make them out of everything nowadays. $6, Anywho, so let's see what else. Save your chocolate boxes, because especially if you're going on a trip, or if you travel like me by bus, boxes are always a good thing. Because see, even though I'm shaking, nothing's breaking, nothing's bending. Boxes are cool. Well, small boxes, because like even these 2 boxes that I have here, candy boxes, will fit in here, okay? And then for the stuff that's in there, I have like aspirin bottles, so stuff doesn't bend and bang and stuff like that. Okay, what else? I'm gonna try to find the one video. Oh, I apologize for not posting the other video like I told you I would. Francis, I don't know why Kim is stuck in my head for you. I'm sorry, I don't know why. Anyway, so Francis, yeah, I'm mailing your goods today. Sorry, I got off schedule a little bit, and I apologize for that. So there's there's a lot of videos that are out there, and of course there's something for everyone, but I'm gonna send you the ones that really jive with me, because I'm telling you, like yesterday's video that I was doing on jewelry stuff, my mouth was moving, and then a minute later was the actual action, so I had to just delete that video, and now I'm making another one. So there you have it. Another thing that I didn't know is even those women who get paid $1,000 for a piece of jewelry, they use glue too. Yeah, they do. And if some people tell you they never do, well, they could not be lying. I won't say that, but I will say a lot of great jewelers, handmade jewelers, do use glue occasionally. Not a lot. I mean, we're talking a crimp can be, the smallest crimp I've seen, I think, is 2 millimeters, which is this big. That's the smallest crimp I think I've seen, okay? And yeah, I do buy those because when you have the bead tip, it's great to put something small. You have to see, that's another thing, you have to measure everything. The crimp has to be smaller than the casing. You can't have a casing and the crimped, which is pinched, to hang onto the wire. You can't have the crimp all squeezing out outside the bead tip. It don't make sense. So, and then another thing, oh, I don't have it. Okay, I'll mention that later. yeah, so I had to learn. I just bought, you know, 10 different sizes of crimps, and I use them for 10 different things, because some crimps are pretty big. So, what is that? Okay, so that's 5 millimeters. Some crimps are this big. See, now those types of crimps I would use as bead spacers, or what am I trying to say? Like a bead itself. So you have a big bead, but you want it separate from the other beads. So you put a crimp, a big crimp, and another big bead. See what I mean? All those little things, you know, nobody told me about. So I said that about the crimps to get back to the glue. As big as the crimp is long, the bigger the space of the crimp. If it's long or deep, whichever way you put it. See, it depends. Again, I do know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to get you to understand what I'm saying, because I know I'm not saying it very well. Sorry. So what's the space inside the crimp? Fill that much with glue. Not the beads, not anything else. Not the hook, the lobster claw, the S-claw. No, glue don't go there. Well, not for Tosh, but this is my video, so I'm not saying, you know, glue the whole thing of beads. That's silly. Just a little tiny crimp. Because I do that because, yep, you guessed it. Lady came, Tosh, you know, I'm gonna go to such and such. Could you have my things ready when I come? Okay, yeah, here's your money. It was a rubber band, elastic. She put it on, poof, beads all over the lobby. That was so funny. Well, it was funny for a minute, but then my paranoia kicks in. I'm like, some old lady gonna come in here and slip on that bead and kill herself. Oh gosh, so I'm like, can I have a vacuum? I'll just vacuum the whole lobby. So Papa Francisco, he says, no, we'll just get the little blower and blow it towards the walls. And then when the janitors come at night, I'll have them vacuum around the edges. Okay, cool. Yeah, I would feel bad if somebody slipped on my bead. So because that happened and it popped, I glue down my crimps now. I do. I don't want to take a chance of somebody's beautiful necklace coming apart. And again, that's my own paranoia. It's not every jeweler does that. But I'm saying some of the finest pieces, you know, that you would never think. Yeah, got a little half a drop of glue in it. Yep. Okay, I think that's a pretty good start. Questions? And again, I don't profess to be, you know, knowing any more or any better, any different than anybody else. I just know what I know, and I know what I experienced, and that's all I'm sharing, okay? So you say, oh, Tasha did it this way. That's because that's how Tasha does it. You know? I try not to shortchange anybody. If I say it's sterling, or at least that's what the man at the counter said when I bought it. Yeah, I'm kind of paranoid about that too, because there's this whole big thing about, is it real sterling? Is it not real sterling? Hey, you know, I asked God for money, to buy real sterling. I'm like an Italian sterling so far. Yeah, there's a difference. That's another video. So now that I have enough money to buy only sterling bits, you know, the rings and the jump rings and the claws and the fixtures and stuff to hold the beads on a necklace. That's what I'm talking about. Because that's important too, because after a while, if it's, you know, the fake gold stuff, that's gonna wear away eventually. If it's not real sterling, you're gonna know because it's not gonna tarnish. Even though nowadays they're making sterling that doesn't tarnish. Yeah, anyway, that's another video too. So.